Okay, here we go. Podcast number 5. Here again, Riley.
Diego.
Iggy. Our help.
Here we're sitting, playing a little bit of Arkham Knight. Almost done with the game, so in case we drift off and stop paying attention, it's because we're watching the game. It almost happened right there. Okay, so topics for this time. What we wanted to talk about?
We should discuss about E3.
Definitely. Everybody's doing an E3 recap. How about we do an E3? Let's do predictions for next year's E3. How about that?
Next year's E3?
Yeah.
fucking Halo Team Osiris spin-off game.
Oh, come on. It's got to be, or what is it,
Kingdom Hearts 3 again?
Kingdom Hearts 3 again, yeah, right. A remake of Final Fantasy 8. Psychonauts 2.
Psychonauts 2.
Psychonauts 2. Anyway, yeah, so...
Shenmue 4.
Shenmue 4. They're gonna instead of kickstarting it, they're just going to, like, ask homeless people for money.
They're going to have a bucket.
They're going to have a bucket. That's so shitty.
Check out
that was stupid. The fucking Kickstarter for Shenmue, like, why were they asking people for money? And it was Sony, too. Like, it was like... Sony's like, we have a game.
Well, no, it was the studio that announced it. And then after they started the Kickstarter, they came out and said, oh yeah, Sony's backing this. Why the fuck do you need crowdfunding?
Then why do you need,
it's just extra money in their pocket.
Is it on Kickstarter?
Yeah, it's
or is it on
Kickstarter.
Okay. What was I going to say? Yeah, anyway, about E3, there's a lot of good games, I thought, announced. A lot of good stuff shown from the games, at least. Like, I know a lot of people got actual gameplay of Arkham Knight before it came out and said it was really cool, which it is. It is a pretty good game.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's
you
bad.
get a quick review of Arkham.
Oh, you got hit.
Yeah, should we just do that? I mean, I like the game itself.
I never made you say what the fuck a lot, and that's good.
It's glitchy, and then the response time when you're countering is terrible.
The combat system is maybe not as good as I would have liked it. I don't know. He just fucking slammed that guy into the ground. Yeah, I wish the combat system was maybe a little more tight, I guess, because like there's way too many moves that you can do, like this, like the guy grabbing you, and there's too many counters. And there's too many like enemy types, you know, to like stop.
Yeah.
It ruins the whole, like, free flow experience
guys
of
fuck
it.
with me.
Fuck that guy. You just throw a battering at him. But, like, it didn't tell you that until, like, the 9th time you fought one of those guys.
All I did was just, jump
over him, yeah. But it ruins, like, the free flow combat, which I think was what made, like, the game so cool. Like, in Arkham City and Arkham Asylum, I could get, like, or even Origins for that matter, I could get combos that would go up to, like, 80, like, times 80. And, the most I've gotten here is, like, times 52. That's it.
Yeah.
And that was once. Like, I've never even gotten close again.
It's because you're fighting an army. They're trained better.
I guess that would make sense.
I guess. If the controls didn't, like, randomly... Like, whenever I go to, like, do a takedown, it, like, focuses on the wrong guy. Like, you go and grab the wrong guy and take him out. Anyway, like, what other games at E3 were we... I know we've talked a lot about it, but...
One of them that I'm excited for is Ghost Recon. Ghost Recon was announced in the Ubisoft panel.
Oh yeah, I totally thought Ghost Recon was a dead series, and then we saw the.
How long has it been since they?
It's been a while, hasn't it? Or maybe it hasn't, and I just don't know. 2. See, I thought it was longer than 2 years.
Maybe 3 years. When was that year I bought every game that came out? It came out in that year. That was 2012 or 13.
What,
when I bought every game every week
for Future... Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that was, like, Future Soldier.
Yeah. Yeah, that game looks like the new version of Mercenaries Playground of Destruction.
I know, yeah, you mentioned that. Yeah, it does.
Because the only thing that drove you in Mercenaries was hunting down these 52 North Korean leaders. And then in the Ghost Recon game, it looks like it's a free roam game where you just hunt down targets. So it's like the same thing. It's awesome.
Did any of you guys think, immediately, oh, this is Ghost Recon? As soon as you, saw the trailer?
Well, I didn't watch it live, because I think that was the one day I missed watching E3.
I didn't watch any of it
all day. But, yeah, I mean, we already talked about the fact that it was Ghost Recon, but having said that, it doesn't, it looks better than Ghost Recon. You know, it doesn't...
It looks like they took Ghost Recon and threw it in a Far Cry situation.
Yeah, immediately associate Ghost Recon, and maybe this is just because, like, I don't know, Call of Duty owns the market, but I automatically assume it as a second-tier game to, like, Call of Duty, you know?
Really? It was, like,
Kind
all
of.
about stealth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Future Soldier was that.
But I didn't play Future Soldier. I'm talking about, like, the ones before that.
I think even the ones before that.
'Cause, like,
Advanced
Same.
Warfare.
All the AI sucked, I thought. Like, all of your teammates, like, couldn't do anything. You would order them around, they wouldn't do what you told them to do. They would walk right into gunfire.
I forget the name of the game.
Which
Ghost Recon. The last one was really fucking good. The AI was really good.
Oh, really? Yeah, maybe they stepped up their game a bit.
I like the options with the new one coming out, where it's like, you know, if you're going in to take over like some place or do something, you can either go all stealthily or run in there and just go guns blazing, or you know, you can just pretty much ambush them. It looks awesome. I like how they just have those three options in there.
Did that get a release date yet?
Ghost Recon?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Or did it?
Maybe,
I don't
maybe it
remember.
did.
And then the new Halo looks like Republic Commando.
It does. The instant where like he started
He's like,
ordering,
Check that!
yeah,
Pick them up! Fucking goes...
reminded me of Republic Commando.
I'm so excited.
It looks, I don't know why, but I feel like it's a lot more colorful than it usually is.
It did look really... It might be because it's the first game like built for like a 1. And so they're pushing the engine to do more.
I feel like sometimes that's bad. I mean, take the example with Arkham Knight. I feel like they pushed it to the point where like it's really glitchy. Like, not really glitchy, but, you know, there's some bugs in there. Just like how the combat, like, you know, I feel like, Riley, I remember you mentioning that, you know, you feel like it's rendering way too much, that you feel like it's interrupting, like, the...
oh, yeah, that's what I was saying about
combat.
the combat in Arkham Knight, is that there's way too much going on, set-piece-wise and character-style-wise, that it's trying to render all of this and make it all work cohesively, that I feel like your combat, your personal combat as Batman, since it's the unpredictable element, is what gets a backseat to the rendering, you know? So, like, it becomes subservient, so you end up lagging, and you end up, like, just missing stuff, and I don't know.
I haven't experienced anything that made me feel like they messed up. It's like not game.
Okay, yeah, it's not game breaking, and I'm not saying that. I'm saying this is still an amazing fucking game, better than a ton of games out there. It's not the best one in the series, is what I'm gonna say. Story wise, maybe it's the best one in the series, but gameplay wise, I don't think it is. And I've said this a few times. I think when there's a story driven action game, there's a limit to how large you should make the environment. And I feel like this is pushing it a little bit. Because I feel like there's just way too... Like, I understand in roaming where it's, like, not...
Showcase.
Directly story-driven, where it's, like, GTA or something, where you can just run around and... People like to shoot and just run around and fuck with everyone. But in this type of game, I really don't think that...
Oh, what the fuck? He has hair in this one?
That's weird. Oh, it's from New 52, I think. So it's like Damien.
Yes. Where's his
it
hood?
is, yeah. Can I rotate him?
I guess there isn't a release date for, what is it, Ghost Recon Wildlands is the new game, right?
Is that what it was called?
Yeah, Wildlands.
Yeah, Wildlands. What else has shown up in E3?
Oh, go to the Batmobiles. You can select the Batmobile from Adam West.
Do you have it?
Well, it's like you'll see. Go press L1. Go down.
Whoa!
Is that it?
Yeah, click it.
I want all of them to look different. I want you with hair.
Why is there just Catwoman there?
Yeah,
there's
there's
not like an
Catwoman.
alternate.
Yama. Manama.
But anyway, what other games at E3? I know you mentioned Halo 5, which, I mean, I guess they did reveal a lot, but I feel like it took a backseat to the everybody else's excitement on new games that were announced. Since it was announced slightly before E3.
Yeah.
Actually, a long time before E3, but yeah, I think it kind of took a backseat to some of the other news. What game were you most excited for at E3 though? Like, what did you see that you were just like, oh shit, like I want to go? Huh?
I think
Halo.
Really, Halo?
Yeah, I'm me.
surprisingly, I think Ghost Recon took it for me.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
just because of the whole options of this, like the style of how you want to take over the mission. Like I said, if you want to go stealth mode or ambush them. Plus, it's an open world, and then the last one was
Linear.
That guy looks
like
Very
Moby.
linear.
Yeah, and like it only focused purely on stealth. Now this one, like you have the option to do whatever you want, and like you don't have to follow like certain missions. It's like you can start off wherever you want.
I think I know what Diego's excited for.
Yeah, you do.
Shenmue 3.
Yeah, Shenmue 3. No, was it Kingdom Hearts 3 is the one you're most excited for? Which, like, finally.
Right?
Which is going to be pushed back into another year.
That Batmobile actually looks
Batmobile
way better.
looks so cool. The audience can't see it.
I know.
Is that like?
There's pollen on it.
Is it?
I think so.
I
Or
hope it is.
Yeah, I
Unless
think
it's,
it
like,
is.
battle damaged.
Maybe it is better.
That looks so cool.
Anyway, yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3, the game that took so long to come out that I no longer care about it. I don't know if I'll play it,
I feel like that's a lot of people,
to be honest.
or maybe not a lot of people.
Alright, so we're on to The Last Guardian.
Oh yeah, The Last Guardian.
that looked cool. I have
from
no idea
Ico.
what that's going to play like, but it looks cool.
Well, I mean, all of their games are kind of interesting. Each one focuses on a different mechanic and makes it the
Wait.
star of the game.
What?
Team Ico?
Oh, this is...
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I
Mhm.
didn't realize it's tied with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Shadow Colossus, right?
Yeah, that's cool.
Do you want me to continue on this?
do whatever you gotta do. What do you mean?
The story mission?
The story.
Oh, yeah, sure, go ahead. I don't really care. I'm trying to think what else. Did you do all the side missions already?
Yeah, there's all. Well, like I have to find the. I have to find those. But
No, don't worry
I
about
won't
that.
deal with
I'll do those. What are the things that are covered? Like, that are canceled out?
the.
Watchtowers
towers
and
and
the
mines.
bombs.
Oh, because they're done?
No,
No.
because there's just you have to progress further in the story.
Fuck it, back at it. Take 2. Part 2 of 2. Anyway, so yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm gonna have to cut it and find a smooth transition in there.
They're still gonna make 4.
The last Guardian thing, or what is it called? Is that
Yeah, The Last
Yeah,
Guardian.
Last Guardian.
is that a griffin?
I don't know what it is. It's
Or a
like,
hippogriff?
somebody said it was like a dragon. I don't know.
It looks mammal.
It's pretty cool. I think it's gonna be interesting what they choose to focus. Like I said, Team Ico, every one of their games kind of focuses on another standard of gaming,
Yeah.
but makes it more interesting. Like
This thing?
Yeah.
like they made what was it? Like boss fighting was kind of the key to
Shadow.
Shadow of the Colossus. Then their other game kind of focused on like dual team mechanic.
I never played the other one.
Ico?
I never played
Yeah, I
that
didn't
one.
really play it. I've seen it played. I've never actually played it. It's before my time, I think, in terms of video games. But I mean, one of the ones I was most excited about, obviously, is Fallout 4. That was
that
pretty
looks
fucking
cool.
cool. I think Bethesda fucking took it with their press conference where they were like, or whatever, their little, you know.
Fallout 4 is coming out this year.
Yeah, and then they're just also like, oh, here's a little mini game for the phone that I've been playing religiously, and they're like, and it's released tonight. Like,
I really don't find it fun.
fuck you.
The Vault one, I'm not patient enough for that.
I don't know. It was somewhat enjoyable. I enjoyed it, and I'm actually gonna go through and do my second playthrough. The only reason I was disappointed in it was that I thought once you reached 200 like people in your vault,
Yeah.
which was like the thing,
The max capacity.
the max capacity. Yeah, I thought it would like give you some hint for Fallout 4 or something, but it ends up being just like, oh, Fallout 4 comes out this date. I'm like, oh, okay. They did reveal a lot at E3 though for Fallout. I mean, they showed the whole customization system. They basically showed the beginning of the game,
Yeah.
and
They
they
showed
showed
the beginning of the game.
a bunch of stuff.
Oh, the panel, right?
Yeah, the panel. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. And then they showed a bunch of stuff for like combat mechanics, how it's gonna work. They're gonna have a whole construction system where you can customize your weapons even more. You can
And you build a shelter.
you can build cities
They
and
put
stuff and have
Minecraft in
people
it.
live there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, at least I'm gonna enjoy it. I don't know. Give a whole another time wasting aspect to the game. I'm all about maximum time out of a game you spend.
Yeah. $1 an hour.
What did you guys think of the,
$1 an hour.
Assassin's Creed?
I don't care anymore about Assassin's Creed.
I didn't
It
even watch
looks
it.
good, but like I don't care anymore about that series.
The one thing about it is that it looks good, but then again, it's just a cinematic trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I know you're all about the pre-rendered graphics and how you want to actually see like real gameplay, which I
Yeah.
agree. I'm the same way, totally. I don't want to see pre-rendered videos that like show graphics
you're not going to experience.
that you're not going to
Yeah.
experience. Yeah, and I think somebody mentioned this recently that it was like the Witcher 3 trailer. I guess had graphics that didn't match the gameplay.
The trailer?
Really?
Yeah, the trailer.
That game looked a lot like.
No, actually, yeah.
I forgot who it was who had a problem with it, but yeah, I like. Oh, maybe it was
I have a problem with it. The fact that like, okay, they focus a lot more on the cutscenes, so it looks all nice when you get to the cutscenes, but then when you go to the actual game itself, it looks like you're back into like Xbox 360 or like
Witcher?
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Witcher?
Witcher.
Did you play Witcher?
I've seen others play it.
I played it. The gameplay looked fantastic.
Nah, I don't think it did.
There were some problems that
Well,
I
like,
noticed, but it wasn't in graphics.
How
It was
runs,
more like
how it runs. It looks good. How it runs, but like the graphics, just I don't know.
I just thought there was little buggy bits when Gafka was playing it. Like there was just little like
There was buggy bits. Too,
yeah, there was like a guy running through a pole and then getting stuck
Yeah.
and then like freezing and shit, and which like that's not graphics necessarily. That's just the game being stupid. But I don't know. Anyway, I mean Bethesda. Not only did they announce Fallout 4, they announced Dishonored 2, which I know you're a big Dishonored fan. So they announced that, which was cool.
Was
I
there a
watched the-
trailer for it?
Yeah, I watched
I
the
haven't
trailer.
seen it yet.
I watched the trailer and did not understand what I was watching because I didn't play the first one.
It's the little girl from the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
The main character of the second one?
Yeah, she's the main character.
Like you
now.
play as her?
Yeah, she
Oh.
will be playing.
She has powers and stuff.
What about Corvo Atano?
You see his mask at the
Probably
end.
dead.
Okay.
They're like some familiar faces, and then it shows his mask.
Oh. Okay. That's cool.
Or you might still play as him, and then
Instead of her mom, she dies.
no, she doesn't die.
It implies that
But like,
okay,
yeah,
sure.
go ahead.
It implies that somebody gave her abilities,
Yeah.
and that's the guy who's narrating throughout the trailer. Is like
The
he's
outsider.
It might be. Is that?
That's who gave the main character in the first one.
Then it's probably the same guy, and he's like implying that like she gets a choice in what she does or whatever, and then eventually the whole trailer is her going on a mission to like assassinate this guy, and she ends up like failing, or like not assassinating him, and then she goes out and finds the mask of the guy from the main one, the first one.
Okay.
So that was interesting. I thought Bethesda announced something else too besides that.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Was it something to do with Elder Scrolls? No, I feel like it wasn't.
Yeah, because they just did Elder Scroll Online. They're not going to have.
They
anything
announced
set.
another game that like I didn't know that Bethesda. Oh, Doom, the new Doom.
Oh yeah.
Which looks awesome.
The
I
last
saw
thing
the
I saw
trailer.
was like the 15-second thing.
No, they flat out showed. Oh, maybe it was the 15-second thing, but they flat out showed a bunch of gameplay from it or whatever, and like it was in engine.
Like game.
It wasn't gameplay, but it was like in engine
Oh,
pre-rendered,
footage.
game footage, and it was like him going through multiple areas, like multiple maps
Yeah.
with different guns and stuff, and killing people in different ways, and it was like it looked sick. Like it, I've never been a huge Doom fan, but it looks pretty fucking cool.
Wasn't the last one like bad? I never.
They tried to
really heard
reboot
it.
Doom a couple of years ago, and they made it like they renamed it Doom again, like without a number or a title.
Yeah.
And this one's the same way. I think this one's just called Doom,
Oh, okay.
so it's another like
Another reboot?
I don't even know if it's gonna have anything to do with the other games. I think it's just like a similar premise, and it happens to share the same title. I'm trying to think what else really cool shit that came through. Oh well, there was obviously the announcements from the big companies like Microsoft. Finally announced that they're going to do backwards compatibility on their Xbox
Oh
One.
yeah. So it sucks for the people that like sold all their stuff, like me. Because now I'm like. Then again, I haven't played like
You don't play these games again.
I don't play them as much anymore. The only one that I'd rebuy is Mass Effect Trilogy.
If I had backwards compatibility on my PlayStation 4, I'd go back and buy Arkham Asylum and City. And again, I still have Origins, I think. Maybe I don't. I don't know.
The one thing is that you have to wait for. You have to wait a certain time because it's not going to be released entire. Like not all games are going to be backwards
Compatible, I know. I heard each
Compatible,
company
but-
gets to choose if they want to make their games backwards compatible or not.
Microsoft has a list that you can go vote on, so you can vote for the games you want to be.
I feel like
backwards
all
compatible.
the main companies are going to do it. Like,
Yeah.
definitely all the Halo ones for whatever reason. Even though they have like the
Yeah.
Master Chief Collection and stuff.
Yeah. There's still like 2 games there that's not on the one.
Well, it's like the people who still put the VHS in and watch Star Wars on VHS because they need, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's going to be, I'm trying to think what else they have that, I mean, EA, obviously, is probably going to have all of their games. Bethesda is probably going to have their games do that. Because I don't know if this is for all versions of Fallout 4, but at least for Microsoft it is true that Fallout 4 is going to be shipped with a copy of 3.
Is it? I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard
or a
about
digital
that.
download of 3. Something.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. That is pretty cool. And I hope it's true for Sony as well, but no big deal if it isn't, but I think that'd be cool. I've been trying so hard to find a way to play Fallout on my computer. Because the Steam sale has had it on sale, and I want to get it, but
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking PC gamer, and I use
I bought
Mac,
Fallout 3
Did you?
Yeah.
Are you even gonna play it?
once I get my PC.
No, you're not.
And the
You
winter
have so many games that
He's
you're
going
not
to
gonna...
collect virtual dust.
Yeah.
I'll be playing these games. I'm gonna buy them all, never to just touch them.
I'm trying to think what other companies are
Yeah,
on.
Watch Dogs.
You still have Watch Dogs, don't you?
No, I sold it.
100% of that
She
shit.
gave it to me, so I sold it.
Oh yeah, okay. I
Their
care.
leader is wearing an explosive vest. Need to neutralize him.
There was another thing.
What?
Oh, there's one thing at E3 during their Microsoft thing.
During Microsoft's...
It's not their panel. It's like their own coverage or whatever.
Yeah.
Of E3. They announced how like World of
Warcraft?
Tanks?
War of Tanks.
World of Tanks?
World of
World
Tanks.
That's a game.
Yeah, is going to be coming on the Xbox One, and how it's going to be
Did you just get...
cross-compatible with the 360. So people
on
from the 360 and Xbox One are going to share on the same servers. Now, what I'm wondering is, why aren't a lot of companies doing that? Like, people have mentioned that they're going to make a cross-compatible with PS4 and Xbox One.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's seeming
And then
less
they
and
go-
less likely.
And then they always go back on it. Why not just do that? Just stay with the same company. Just share the same servers for 360 people and Xbox One.
I wonder
Or
if that's
the
the
same
Halo
with
2.
Sony.
Because Halo
Sony?
2 did that with the original Xbox and 360.
Yeah, I remember they did that too. I feel like they should just bring that back because there's games like Destiny. What else has there been? The Division, I'm pretty sure, is going to be one of the big games that people are going to be playing in teams. So games like that, they should just have that option.
I was disappointed by the fact that Division announced that they're not going to...
Have
Wasn't
the
it-
app for
Yeah,
the,
have the app.
drone.
I thought that was such a cool idea and so interesting. And now they're not going to have the app on the iPad where you can control the drone. If you're not home and you want to play multiple people. Because when they showed their gameplay too, that was a really key part of it.
Yeah. That was like a big
Is
selling
that Catwoman standing there?
Where?
Oh no, it's like a statue or some shit.
point. Joker was in there.
Did you see Joker attack me?
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
The Division.
Right. I remember them talking about it, saying that it kind of gives other players unfair advantage.
So? How
They
much
wanna
of an
keep-
advantage though?
I don't remember, but all I know is that they want to keep the game balanced.
If I'm playing through I feel like it's
But then
something
they're
to do
doing
with-
that option where it's like if you want to buy. You mean the Photoshop thing? What?
Yeah.
Anyway, now I get a bunch of fucking text messages. How does it? I think it's more of a money issue, honestly. I don't think they're trying to act like it's like something to do with players and the way the game is played. I don't think that's true.
Because isn't it not getting as many pre-orders as they thought?
Well, then again, they keep on stalling with the game.
Yeah, they announced it a long ass time ago.
Yeah.
Um,
Back when I bought every video game. So I was like, oh, I'm going to get this, but I don't care anymore.
yeah, and the trailer looked cool when they released it, but again, it's been so long since then.
And then they already released, 2 gameplay footages of it, too?
Yeah, and that app appears in all those gameplay footage. So, I assume that it worked. Or at least they had a working version of it. And, who cares, if you're using it... I mean, I understand if you're using it online against other players, then it's kind of like a disadvantage, but the way I saw it was, if your buddy's out, but you guys want to continue playing the campaign, then you can have him be like wherever helping you out. You know, like it's an easier way to get the campaign done. But I don't know.
I feel like playing video games is such a bad idea.
Yeah, we're quieter.
Why? Oh, whatever. I'm just getting distracted because I'm getting fucking like Snapchatted and texted just a million times over. Behind that bar, I think there's a trophy.
I'm just tired.
You're just a bitch. That's what you are.
Damn! Shots fired!
Anyway,
Oh,
is that it for E3? I can't really think of anything else that I want to cover.
There's been a lot of things, but honestly,
we haven't talked about the one big title.
Gears?
Shenmue.
I'm not talking about that.
we did talk about it a little too.
There's also Gears, yeah.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a trophy down there.
Oh, yeah.
I honestly have not seen. Oh, the game. There was gameplay footage of it, wasn't there?
Of the
Of
remastered?
Gears? No, the new
Oh,
one.
the new one.
Gears
Yeah, there
4.
was. There was a
Oh,
lot
wait,
of just walking around and they fought these mutant dog things.
Yeah,
So...
but I don't understand. Is this like a prequel or like in between
I feel like it's a sequel.
2 or 3?
I got the feeling that this was like in the future, like long after.
So then, like, there's now these animal things, creature-looking things.
I don't know. I feel
Right
like
there,
they
it's up
didn't
there.
tell you anything. It's like we still don't know anything.
I feel like they should release a little bit more information, at least to understand what the hell is going on. Because like the thought that came to mind for that one was like, oh, it's in between 2 and 3, or in the middle of 3, like how they did with Judgment.
I thought Judgment was before the first one.
No, the
yeah.
DLC was in the middle of it.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what you're talking about. The Aftermath.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is like pretty much the only game I was excited about. Batman, Arkham, which I'm already almost finished with, so there goes my enjoyment for the next whatever.
You still have the
Fuck the Riddler. I'm excited for Rock Band 4, I guess, just so I can replay all of the shit I already spent money on. Obviously Fallout 4 now I'm excited about. I feel like there was another game in December though that I was
Star
looking
Wars.
forward to.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Star Wars Battlefront, but like now I just each day that goes by I get less and less enthused about that game. I'm still gonna buy it, but
They're still getting
I
money.
maybe
Fuck
won't. But
this game.
I maybe
I'm not
won't
going to
I maybe
enjoy
won't
it when I give
pre-order
them the
it.
money.
Well, like I was so stoked and hyped up before that now it's not even like whatever. I don't know. I guess
I'm
they
gonna
could.
give it a chance. You should give it a chance.
Well, obviously I'm going to. It's just
Well, I mean, it is canon.
what?
It's canon.
How is it canon? It's a game where you just randomly go across.
I
And,
don't
You're gonna fight on
I
a
don't
planet
know.
that starts with G before anyone else.
no, it starts with a J, isn't it? J.
Whatever. You're gonna fight on some planet we've never heard of.
Another sand planet. Like we need another one. Out of all the planets that they have in like
I want
the,
more fungus planets like Felucia.
Felucia.
That's the second.
I feel like they just though like why did they need to add this planet when there's so many other ones from like lore and shit that they could have like
What?
fuck this.
You were saying why'd they add a new planet when there were so many they could pick from?
Yeah, you mentioned this before.
Mhm.
You told me about that, and I said the exact same thing. They could have used all the other planets that they've had before, or like they could have made a more interesting planet where it wasn't just a desert planet.
Like a fungus planet.
Yes, the fungus planet.
Yeah. He's like, what is it going to be another Outer Rim? Or like it's just like why don't you use Tatooine at that point?
Yeah,
I think it should have been Dantooine.
Dantooine.
They should have shown Dantooine. But no, I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, let's shift over to some movie news, I guess, instead of it's gonna be a short podcast anyway. Anyway, I mean, there's one. I know you did mention there wasn't too much news going on recently, but I think one of the biggest news stories that came out recently was the
Spider-Man.
fact that Spider-Man finally got cast. Fucking finally. So we can actually.
He looks about 9 years old.
I know. And like he's already supposed to have been Spider-Man for 2 years, right?
Yeah.
So he's at least been in high school 2 years. So he's a junior in high school. He does not look
He gets made fun of at school. That works.
Yeah, I guess that works.
I guess.
I was about to say that as a smart-ass remark. I was like, wait, that works.
I don't know. Whatever. Like, I'm fine with the fact that they're going with a younger actor, because why are they going with a younger actor? They want somebody they can have longer
Yeah,
and
that's
be in
the
their
reason.
movie. I feel like that's the reason. But
I think it's kind of dumb. I mean, they already have really old actors like.
yeah, I don't want to see this young
Chris
kid
Evans and all
as
them.
Spider-Man interacting with like Robert Downey Jr., who's already like really old, and Chris Evans and stuff.
Yeah.
Because then it just seems like stupid. Like, I don't know. It seems like there's a
I'm tired of honestly.
there's a toddler on a team of superheroes. Like, it just seems, like they got to babysit him or something.
Honestly, I'm just sick and tired of just seeing a really young Spider-Man. Like,
Yeah.
I want an
What do you
older
mean?
Spider-Man where he's
This
like
is the youngest one.
experienced.
Yeah, but he's like
I'm
tired
saying
of, like
I want
teenage years.
I want someone that's older and experienced, like Spider-Man.
yeah.
Like, I want him like not in high school, not just getting out of high school and going into college. Like, he's already
Parker Industries.
close
Yeah.
to that. Maybe before that. but,
Yeah, I
you
like in Spider-Man 1 how they starts off, Tobey Maguire, Peter Parker's in high school, and then just like not even halfway through the movie, like a little bit into the movie, suddenly he's graduating and going off to college.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's a pretty smart like decision to just have him out of high school, I think.
Yeah.
Because like it's not like we're gonna see the early years of Peter Parker, which are somewhat. I would kind of like to see that maybe him fight like villains that don't show up in
Yeah.
common knowledge villains, but
The Spot.
The spot doesn't show up till way later. I mean, like the Enforcers or something, like people who don't actually have any superpowers.
Yeah.
They're just a bunch of thugs, or Hammerhead. But we're not gonna see that. It's like he's already fought most of his villains.
I don't think I've seen that guy in,
What the?
in any other
Yeah.
things.
He was in The Impossible, which
Oh, yeah.
with Ewan McGregor.
The Impossible.
Yeah, it's some like
I don't think I've
disaster,
seen that.
not disaster movie, but it's like a
He's worked with Tom Hardy before.
So that means he's awesome. He's an
Well,
awesome
he-
actor.
wait,
He's worked
the
with Tom
movie
Hardy
Lock.
before. Fuck.
The movie Lock, which received critical acclaim. Plus, he's been in theater.
What movie?
He's done like theater work.
All British actors are on theater work constantly
Well,
throughout their
since
entire
when
lives.
he was 9.
Yeah. That doesn't tell me he can jump and flip and stuff.
No, he did a bunch of. Apparently, he did a bunch of like Instagram videos of him
yeah.
doing stunts and like stuff like that to try to like
That's why. he
try to
got
get the
hired.
role of Spider-Man. Like,
He did parkour.
yeah, not even parkour. He did like backflips and shit. I think. Whatever. Anyway, I think that's kind of funny, but it'll be interesting. I think I'll judge him when I see the movie.
I
he-
trust the studio, so I
He
feel like
looks
they're gonna
nerdy
do it.
enough. Well, I don't trust this. I trust Marvel Studios. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're
don't
working
trust
with
Sony
them.
anymore.
Yeah,
so-
like if they have their hand in it, I'm
That's
just
why I
I
feel
trust
like
it.
Kevin Feige had a lot more control over who they got Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's true. Plus, like, out of their decisions, I think he was probably one of the top ones out of all the people that they could have picked.
Actually, Asa Butterfield's our top one, but they said no.
He looked too. Yeah, he looked good too. I don't know why they didn't pick him.
I mean, he was a good actor. He is a good actor.
It sucks that Jennings isn't here because I was going to mention how Childish Gambino is finally going to be Spider-Man.
In Ultimate Spider-Man.
after everybody's been
Words.
talking about it for so long.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you're talking about that now.
But yeah, I mean, there was some other interesting Marvel news. Like, I know you mentioned as soon as you walked in today that, like, supposedly Spider-Man might be mentioned in Ant-Man. Which I don't know why he would.
Because they're both bugs.
They're both bugs. That's
Yeah,
why.
I guess.
I'm excited for the end credits because there's 2 of them, supposedly.
Two
And
posts.
they're huge.
That's because it makes up for the one we didn't get in
Avengers.
Age of Ultron.
Jonathan
Speaking of other Marvel movies, did anybody... I know this came out a while ago, but did anybody watch the flaming on of Human Torch? Like
No,
his-
I have not. I remember you mentioning that it actually looks pretty cool.
It looks kind of cool, yeah. Like,
Okay, I get what you're talking about now.
in the Fantastic Four movie that's coming out
I haven't seen it.
for Fox, they released... it was like a clip. I think it was on like some commercial for something. I don't know what it was exactly, but it was like a clip of him, really quick, of him flaming on or whatever, and it
Yeah.
looked pretty cool.
Totally forgot that was coming out this year.
So,
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
describe it for me
That's all I
again.
can
How does
see.
he look like? He's black.
He like, have you seen...
Oh.
Oh my god.
Did you
Oh,
watch?
okay.
You watch? Well, like in Days of Future Past, when I already explained this, but like the character Sunspot, he can shoot fire out of his hands or something, or like
Yeah.
plasma energy, whatever.
Yeah.
And there's a scene where like they're all getting killed, and he's starting to fight the Sentinels, and he just goes totally fucking like sunspot mode or whatever, and just becomes like flaming, and then his body itself looks much darker than the flames around him. Like it looks like, you know, whatever. It looks like you can tell like his body from the flames, and that's kind of how this looks, which is cool. I think. Like,
So it's
I don't
not
know.
like he's made out of fire, but there's just fire encasing him.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
kind of more how it is. But his eyes are still like glowing, and so like it doesn't look like just
He's on
fire
fire.
surrounding the actor. Yeah, which would be stupid. And I know you said when you saw the poster, you thought just his hands would like flame on or something.
Yeah. And I thought that was going to be stupid if they just did that.
Yeah. There's a lot of Marvel cinematic news actually. Punisher finally got cast. Finally.
I don't know how I feel about the actor.
I like him.
I've seen him act. I've seen him in other stuff. But I don't know if he would really play a good Punisher.
Yeah, I
That's
know
what he
he
does.
I know he said ideally like Thomas Jane would be good, but I mean honestly, I think this guy's the best choice out of the people they had. I know Tom Hardy wanted to play the role. I didn't want Tom Hardy to play.
Why not? He's a good actor.
Because then I was going to be watching it and I was going to be like, oh, this isn't the Punisher. Like, I would feel like it's Tom Hardy playing the Punisher. It's not, you know, whereas this actor, I don't know him enough, so I can just be like, oh, this guy's the Punisher. You know? I don't have to be like,
I
oh,
like how
this
he's
is
a
Tom Hardy.
dick and
Like Hugh
everything
Jackman
he's
was in
in.
the beginning, because no one knew who
Yeah, like
Jackman
nobody
was.
really knew who Hugh Jackman was, whereas like, sometimes,
Oh, yeah, I guess.
like, I don't know. Plus, like, do you really, no, I guess Tom Hardy would be on the
Tom
TV
Hardy.
role. Because I'm saying, like, he's going to show up in Daredevil, and I don't really think he's going to show up in the movies. So would Tom Hardy actually agree to being on TV and not in the movie? You
Yeah,
know?
he'd
And I think it would, because he's on, like, Peaky Blinders and shit.
Yeah, he's in Peaky Blinders.
British
definitely
actors
do
are
it.
always more open to being on TV roles and interchanging with movies. But then again, I feel like if they got such a high-profile actor, the studio themselves would want to make another Punisher movie and take another
Yeah,
shot
that's
at it.
true.
And I don't want to see that.
Why
Yeah.
not? Like, the first one was good. The second one was terrible. But, you know, if this is
thing
Marvel
fucking
Studios
stop
at this
again.
point.
I guess. Anyway, yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. Because I really, and I think they're not gonna go for a movie,
Not for a while, at least.
and I don't think, like I said, I don't think they should.
I'm okay with it though. Like the TV, just how I saw how Daredevil was.
Yeah,
You know, I can totally accept that Punisher being a TV show or just showing up in like Daredevil or other Marvel TV shows.
I'd like him showing up in movies.
That would be cool too.
I'd like him to be a background character. I don't want him to be a main player in any of the
I
stories.
want him to show up in the Spider-Man movies.
I want to have him show up and like shoot somebody, and then get the hell out of there. Like I don't want to,
Yeah.
I just want to know he's there and not know that he like I think it would be cool if they did an entire thing of him operating in like just the Batmobile is gone.
Yeah, you don't use it ever again.
I think it would be cool if there was like just operating like they showed a movie or not a movie but a bunch of scenes of him in other Marvel movies being there the whole time.
like they show him in the DHL
Oh,
truck in
yeah,
Captain
in
America.
Captain America Winter Soldier.
See, I just saw that today, and they show like the images and gifs about that.
It's a different truck.
Literally a different truck.
Like the only same thing is that it's just yellow. But there's
I don't think they
there's
said it
other-
was the same exact truck.
No, they said people mentioned like, oh, it's the same truck. It has to be Punisher.
Oh.
And no, I mean it's a different truck. And they mentioned how like
There's some people that mention how the truck didn't take any damage when it stopped the cop cars from
Mhm.
chasing
Cap.
I don't think it was Cap. It
Nick
was like
Fury.
Nick Fury.
Oh, Nick Fury.
But trucks ideally are just very durable
Oh, yeah.
compared to cars.
I didn't
in
I
general.
didn't hear any of that bullshit. Like I heard about it, but I don't really I didn't read that much into it.
I mean, the directors teased at him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
I know-
said it
I know
was,
they
like, the
did, but
Punisher
I-
behind the wheel.
I think it was just a joke, and like I don't want to see him doing that, like just driving into police cars, because like why did he do that anyway? Why does he care about Nick Fury? Yeah, like how did he know
Yeah.
those guys were Hydra? So like I'd rather just see like
Thanks for the advice.
him showing up randomly in back, of movies. Like during Avengers 1, like while everybody was distracted by the whole aliens and shit, he like went in and killed some like mob boss or something,
Yeah.
Like, I want to see a character who all this crazy shit is happening around him, and he just doesn't really care. You know?
Yeah.
Like, none of this...
He still has his mission.
Yeah, none of this crazy otherworldly shit will stop him from being, like, you know, a merc, basically. So, you know... Because, I mean, he's, like, the only one without powers right now in Marvel. Well, I guess Hawkeye and...
Captain America.
Black
Captain
Widow.
America has abilities. I call him a superhero, but, like...
I guess, super senses? I don't know. He's just at a... It's like an advanced peak, in my opinion. He's still a human. He can still get killed very easily.
Yeah.
Unlike the other superheroes.
It's true, you can just get shot in the fucking face. But, I don't know, I feel like, I mean, they've been talking about doing a fucking Black Widow movie forever.
That won't happen.
And I think that won't happen, because they've already announced they're going to do Miss Marvel instead for the female crowd. So I think it might be cool if they did, like, Avenger, or what is it called, Marvel Confidential, where it was, like, Punisher and Black Widow together, or something like that, you know?
Oh. The animated
It was an
movie.
animated movie, yeah.
Did you actually watch that?
I know Joe did. Joe said it was really good. Or like, he said it was pretty good.
I started it.
Free gym.
I didn't get to the middle.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it wasn't pretty good.
It was bad?
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
It looked... Like, I looked at the trailer, it looked awful.
It was very campy.
You're recording gameplay?
I don't
Evidently.
Oh.
guess so.
Did Arkham Knight just go rebel, 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 and then like...
Oh my god, the big reveal! Oh my god!
I knew it!
I knew it too.
Fuck that! They said it was going to be an original character that had never shown up before, and then just...
No spoilers.
Fuck this.
It was Anakin's father the whole time.
It was Anakin's father?
So the Red Hood DLC does tie into the...
I guess so.
Yeah.
How long did you wait before replacing me, huh? A month?
What do you mean you guess so? Have you played it? I thought you said you played it.
I played through some of it.
Oh, you haven't
I
played the
just
whole
know the premise.
That was the one that I said. I guess so.
Focused on what I want to achieve.
Anyway, do we have anything else to talk about? I mean, I think we've pretty much covered most of what we
Honestly,
wanted
there
to
hasn't
get
been
through.
much out lately.
Playboy doesn't do nudes anymore.
I heard about that.
Yeah, because internet porn is just like, they're like, no one cares anymore. And they're trying to make their website like workplace friendly. So like there's like no nude pictures on it anymore, and it's like just the articles. But just how many like firewalls and stuff just has that that site grandfather claused into it to just block it?
Yeah, that's true. I think a lot of magazines like that are trying to be more about articles. Oh, that's cool. He has like the Red Hood mask.
That was cool.
Why wasn't he just Red Hood the whole time?
I don't
Because then we wouldn't have been thrown for a loop. Leading
Wait,
up to
no,
this
who
game.
was thrown for a loop?
No one.
No one.
Anyway,
Filthy casuals.
Bad idea.
Right?
Jason will spot me.
Oh no, Batman spoilers.
Jason's gonna spot you.
Right,
Wait, he doesn't
spoilers.
spot you there? Oh, my bad. Anyway, so probably final discussion question time, I guess. What game most excited you at E3? What game do you actually want to see come out, and what game are you excited to play? Maybe it's one that you didn't know about before, like the Ghost Recon was, kind of one that was a little bit of a surprise. Maybe it's one that you just fucking knew about the whole time, like Halo.
Yeah,
and
Halo.
That's what interests you the most. Which I was kind of the same way. Like, I was really excited by Batman, and I already knew it was coming out. I didn't watch any of the gameplay that they released because I was like, I'm already going to buy this game and go play it. So, but
I did
think
17 hours of gameplay.
for this,
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's good though, because like
I
it's,
took a day off from work just to play this damn game.
it's immersive. Like I didn't notice how far the clock runs. Like while you're playing it, you look
Yeah.
down at the clock again, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And you've only done like one side mission.
This game's
But,
awesome.
Yeah.
Bad idea.
All right, cool, awesome. Podcast 5 E3 spectacular under the belt.